Hey guys, welcome back. So, I'm going to show you guys this War Factory build with the APC that I used in my Rivals Champions run last night, and I've had moderate success with it. But anyways, I go for a Harvester, and as you guys saw, my Dr. Liang opponent, he also went for a Harvester. I go into a War Dog, and I try to see what he's going for, because he has Dr. Liang, and I was very suspicious of if he had a double Harvester or not, and he did not at this point. He goes for a Pitbull instead. So I go into a Pitbull. And once again, I march my dogs up. And nope, no second Harvester. So I just start attacking his Pitbull. He goes for double Pitbulls. And I'm like, alright, I'll save more crystals to go for a stronger anti-vehicle unit, the Predator tank. And as you guys see, my opponent only has 2 War Factory units. He's got the Rhino and the Pitbull. So he has no Predator tank of his own. He has no MLRS. He's got no heavy anti-vehicle unit in his War Factory. So it was looking good for me at this point. But he was not making any units, so I was getting a little bit suspicious because I only see this one Pitbull running around. And I start rolling out my tank across to see if he had a double harvest going on, but he did not. He actually had a single harvester the whole time, and he spent 120 crystals on a tech lab as soon as he got it. So he wanted to build a zone trooper or a titan, and there you go, he goes for a zone trooper, which is a good counter to all my vehicle units. But I go for APCs at this point because I see that zone trooper, and APCs are fairly good against infantry units. And most people would think the APC doesn't do that much damage because when you see an APC, you just see like a beefy Rhino. But look at just how much my APCs do against the Zone Trooper, and I surround this poor little guy with 3 APCs, and it's actually almost dies. That's the funniest thing. So I was like, okay, I did not know APCs can actually handle Zone Troopers, but it looks like they can. And he tries healing his Zone Trooper here with Dr. Liang drone, but my APC boosted up actually ends up overpowering the healing of Dr. Liang's drones, and my 4 APCs hold the launch pad here, winning me the game, and GG, I win. Alright guys, this will be the second game against my opponent V-Head using Commander Seth, and the map is exactly the same as the first game. We're both going to go into a Harvester, but he's going to micro away his Harvester just like I did onto the other crystal patch, and we both have the same opening. As you guys can see, that Cyber Wheel and the War Dog opening means that it's going to be a War Factory battle here, at least in the beginning of the game. So he goes for some attack bikes here, and I go for pit bulls. And we're just going to, do a little bit of harassing here, the good old harassing with a pit bull and the War Dogs here. And I wanted to see if he had like a double harvester. I see a harvester here on this bottom side. So I was thinking maybe he had a double harvester, but I wasn't really sure because I couldn't really see the top side of the map. Anyways, he goes for a Scorpion tank here, and I have to match that Scorpion tank with my own, so I go for a Predator tank here as well. And the missile's almost done, so I do want to capture this first missile here, but he's got a good control of the map right now. My tanks do get to the top side, but he tile blocks me here with his attack bikes to my pit bull, so he does capture the first missile here. And I see more tanks rolling out, so I realize that this is just going to be a standard War Factory fight. I could have built an APC at this point, but I felt like the APCs are just not a good answer to tanks. So I see that laser squad and I see another one, and that's kind of when I decide to go for APCs, because APCs are relatively okay against laser squads. Laser squads can still beat APCs, but they can hold their own. And he actually goes for Banshees as well, and Banshees are good against APCs, but because the APC spawn the Missile Squad of Death, it allows me to hold the launch pad a little bit longer and of course deal with those Banshees in the skies a little bit better once the vehicle unit dies. So anyways, the missile's almost done. I have to capture this second missile or I lose the game, of course. So I start building some talents because he's got infantry units on the bottom hand, and he has an attack right now on the top side. I just try to kill the infantry units as fast as I can here, but he goes for another Banshee here, so I have to get my Pitbull and my talent to attack it at the same time. And the Talon War Dog combo on the top against the against the attack bikes is definitely not the best choice for me. I definitely could have built a Pitbull instead of a Talon there, but you know, I wasn't really thinking. And he actually almost captures a missile here, but I quickly speed up the Hammerhead in desperation, and his attack bike just could not kill my Talon fast enough, and I do barely secure that second missile here. So I'm still in the game, and I'm not out, but I'm not really getting the opportunity to build APCs, which is kind of what I wanted to do, of course, with this APC build. But you know, if an opponent has a lot of you know, Banshees and Scorpion tanks, sometimes it's not so good to build APCs, because even though the APC will spawn a missile squad, Banshees and Scorpion tanks are relatively good against APCs, so you just have to be careful. Anyways, I go for another APC here, and he goes for a tank as soon as I have an APC. And this is what I'm talking about. The APC just gets absolutely wrecked by Banshees and Scorpion tanks, but at this point it's all about capturing the missile. And while he does have control on the top launch pad, you know, the bottom launch pad is very securely controlled by me, and he just can't kill my Talon fast enough, so I end up winning the game here. And this will be the final game we'll take a look at against my opponent's Stim Pack Addict. And he's using the same commander, and the map is exactly the same as the last one. We'll both start off with a Harvester, pull it away from that single crystal patch and into the triple crystal patch. But anyways, he's got to go for an infantry opening, Hand of Nod here with the militants, while I go for my standard War Dog opening here. I see Laser Squad, so I know this guy has a whole bunch of infantry units here in the beginning. I tried to kind of, you know, kill that Laser Squad with double War Dogs here, but War Dogs are they just don't do enough damage against Laser Squads. So even if you have 2 War Dogs, sometimes it just doesn't cut it. So I save all my crystals, go for that beefy, trusty old APCs. And APCs, they are pretty good against infantry units, but not so good when you have 3 Laser Squads surrounding 1 APC. So it wasn't a fair fight, but even though my APC would die here, it spawns a Missile Squad upon death, and because my Missile Squads have way more health than his Laser Squads, I would do okay here. I get 1 Talon out, he spawns a Drill Pod, but Talons, of course, are very good against any kind of infantry units as well, just like the APC. So I start cutting him to mincemeat here with my Talons, with my APC Missile Squad holding the launch pad on the south. He starts going for Banshees, so I start building more Talons. And I was thinking, okay, I gotta go for Pitbulls as well, because Banshees would beat Talons on a 1 versus 1 fight. Missile's almost done here. I tile block his Laser Squad with my Talons, and boom, the first missile goes to me, as these Banshees just don't kill my Pitbulls fast enough there on the top. And it's just gonna be it's just very similar to kind of like the last game, except for it's an infantry air unit composition for my opponent against my APCs and Talons. So that's kind of really what I go for. I just go for a ton of APCs at this point, because he has a lot of Banshees. And even though my APCs would die from his Banshees, you know, I'm gonna get that Missile Squad, and Missile Squads, of course, are great against those Banshees. And if he has infantry units, I'll just support my APCs. Also with Talons as well, you know, securing those extra kills on his militant squads and flame squads if he decides to spawn more of them. But once again, APCs are just so beefy. You look at just how well these guys hold the launch pad, and that Laser Squad, the militant squad on the top, they just get absolutely grinded by my APC there. And I just really love using these APCs. They look so cool. They just have so much health, and your opponent just won't be able to kill it fast enough without really strong anti-vehicle units like the tanks or MLRS or any units like that. So I just start spamming APCs at this point. When the missile's almost done, hey, it's time to spam those APCs, and that Banshee goes down. I capture both of the launch pads here, and that's it. Another game where 4 APCs win the game at the end here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are having a lot of success with your army compositions. Definitely give the APCs a shot if you have not really used it, because it's a really solid unit right now. And I'll see you guys next time.